Good day and welcome to the Introduction to Humanities 1301 for the fall of 2023. What you're looking at is the home page. There's my picture. I am your instructor, James Reed. There's the details about location where I am at TVCC Athens. My office is located in the Gibbs building, also called the Academic Building, A230, second floor. You'll see my office hours are listed as 1 to 3, Monday through Thursday. I'm actually there at different times. I'm actually in the office earlier on Mondays and Wednesdays. I get in about 10:30 or 11. Tuesdays and Thursdays I have class from 8 o'clock in the morning until just after noon. And then I usually go straight to the office at that time. So I put 1 to 3 just so you know some dedicated time that if you really need to contact me, I will be in the office during that time. You'll see the office phone number and also my email. Again, I'm welcoming you to Humanities, in case you're wondering exactly what we're going to be covering. There's a number of details about it. There's a little bit of history to it, the way the textbook is set up. It's a chronological structuring for the most part, but it also involves a study of the arts, including everything from art, dance, music, architecture, literature. And you'll see that we do have a textbook. It is required. It's called Culture and Values. If you purchase it from our bookstore, you will receive a packet. And that packet includes a loose leaf version of the textbook, which is 2 volumes. And you'll also receive a card that will have a code. Once you scrape off the silver covering, you'll see a code to give you access to the ebook. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. As it talks about here, there's the different modules, the details for you to look at. If you click over here, you can get to the modules as well. And once it opens, it's taking a little time here to open. You'll see the first module actually says textbook and materials. What this tells you is a little bit about the information I was just saying. And we'll try to get this to open up. Everything closed. There we go. We do require the purchase of a textbook. It's a 2-volume edition. You'll see the details there. You can purchase it from our bookstore. Or you can also just go online to cengage.com and purchase access to the ebook that way. You can also purchase the printed version of the textbook as well. If you purchase through our textbook store, you'll purchase what is called the Cengage Unlimited packet, and that will give you access to not only the Humanities textbook, but any other Cengage textbooks you may be using for other courses, all for the same price. And that's one of the reasons we use this one, because it does offer you that ease of purchasing several textbooks for the price of one. But that's the module there, the textbook. And then you will also see the Start Here module. You'll see a welcome video once all this loads carefully. There we go. This it shows it to be for the spring. I'll be replacing this one, of course, with the one I'm currently making. And you'll see other details. Some of this is redundant, meaning the instructor and the office hours, also called student success hours. They're already covered on the home page and a few other places such as in the syllabus. But you'll see the details here, some aspects to the syllabus itself is here, the course outline is here. You'll see also details about testing information, the requirements that you're expected to follow, and then of course the Start Here quiz. The units are set up to cover the different chapters in the textbook. So Unit 1 is over Chapter 1. Unit 2 is over Chapters 2 and 3, both of which cover Greece. Unit 3 is over Chapter 4, which is all about Rome. And so as you go through each of the units, we'll cover 1 or 2 chapters at a time. And usually when it's over 2 chapters, such as this one, 11 and 12, there's some sort of connection. For instance, Chapter 11 covers the 14th century, and Chapter 12 covers the 15th century. So we go from a time of transition into much more about the rise of the Renaissance. So that's how the chapters are set up, and that's how the units are established. You will also see further down, if I can get that to move, there we go. You will see there is a module over the major essay that you will be writing for the semester and a module for the exams that you will take. You can also click on the syllabus and it will give you a summary of all the different particular ones. You'll see the dates for the Start Here quiz. These were supposed to have changed when they were brought over. Canvas is supposed to adjust them. You'll see they have not adjusted those dates. I'm about to take care of that. So you'll see that some of these are not in place as they should be. But you'll see all the different assignments are listed here with the correct dates, we hope, except for these first three, which actually this is one of the latter ones. It just, for some reason, when Canvas, when I copied the course over and told it to adjust dates, it didn't. That's sometimes what happens with Canvas. So that if you are doing anything within Canvas and a glitch does occur, please notify me so that we can see about trying to get that taken care of. All your work, the reading quizzes, the exams, and the essays are all located within Canvas. The link when you go into the textbook, I'm about to show you how that looks, will take you into what is called Mind Tab. If I just click on this, you'll see a gray bar saying click on this to take you to the link. Takes you into, you'll see the gateway URL, Gateway Cengage. This is where for your first time it'll ask you to log in. You'll log in with your TVCC email and then you will type in that code that is on the card that you will have purchased. And then once you enter and go into that, you will be listed in this course and you will see this. If it will log in, this is Chapter 1. You'll see Cengage Mind Tab. Under Mind Tab, there are going to be some exercises that you could use just for practice. They do not count. As I said, all work, the reading quizzes, the exams, and the essays are located strictly within the different modules of Canvas. And so, again, as this is calling up, there we go. You'll see this. And literally, this is the ebook, and it looks just like the printed book. In fact, page 1 of the printed text, if you have the loose leaf version, this is page 1, the head of Tutankhamun. And this is page 2. And so you have that. And the details of the chapters are listed out here with the content. And at the end of every chapter, you will see a summary of the chapter. This chapter is called Beginnings. So you have Beginnings. And it gives you some key points that you will have read about in the chapter. When you're taking your reading quizzes, open up the chapter. The first reading quiz is over Chapter 1. So open up this chapter. And then I would go to this page first as you're answering questions. See if, because this covers quite a bit of the details. Doesn't cover everything. But if you're looking and you need to know about, let's just go down here. The Mycenaeans. And about Schliemann. Who actually was an individual who had worked in a number of different areas. He had actually found what he believed were the remains of Troy. And then he went to work in Mycenae in Greece and ran across details there. So you can go to those. Or if you want to know a little bit more about the Egyptian religion, if you have a question there, well, you just click on it and here it gives you the details about Egyptian religion in sort of a summary aspect. So that's the textbook. Again, that's just located per unit. Each of the chapters are located there. So as you're going through, you just look at the different ones. I'm going to collapse all these again. That didn't collapse. Let's try collapsing again this time. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So as you go through the different ones, when you get to any chapter that has maybe 2 different chapters, such as Unit 2, you'll see one for Chapter 2, and then you will see one for Chapter 3 as I move this down. You'll also see some details, some key aspects. Sometimes there are statements and just facts or details about what was covered during this era that's being covered. Sometimes you'll see some questions that you just keep in mind as you're going through the chapter to know some key points. You also have a preview for every chapter provided by the publisher. So again, just click on load the preview, and what this takes you to is content that shows you the learning objectives and some of the key points that will be covered within the chapter. And again, it looks this way. Give it a moment as it's calling in. It takes a while to look. And there you go. It just gives you some key points and key aspects, and then it tells you about the learning outcome. What is that you will be exposed to as you go through, in this particular case, Chapter 2. And so I have each of the chapters. I have a preview for you to let you know what you're going to learn, what it is you're going to run across. This is how the chapter is set up. Again, excuse me for that popped up. You'll see some details along this line. And you just go through and follow through the different units. When you look at the assignments, I have that available for you also. You'll see if they're listed. The Start Here quiz, which date, as I said, did not change any, and you'll have the other ones here as well. And so as you go through these, you can click there or click on the syllabus to access it easily. And also on the home page, it will tell you what is coming up. Starting tomorrow, the first assignment will pop up. I am looking forward to a good semester. I will be hosting some Zoom sessions throughout the semester. I have already some previously recorded videos over the chapters. I'll be doing some new ones as we go through, and I'll just show you this very quickly again. It takes a little while. There we go. So under Chapter 1, for instance, you'll see that there is some ancillary material I do for every chapter. Tomb of Gilgamesh, a new tablet, some links to videos or articles, and then I have some previously recorded Zoom recordings where I've talked about the chapters for you. And at the end of each of the units, if there's a reading quiz, you will see that listed here. You simply click on it, and then begin quiz is what you will see. So, again, I'm looking forward to a good semester. I am always interested in humanities. There's so much that we cover. And again, I just hope that as we go through it, that you are recognizing just all that is involved with the humanities.